Welcome back to Project 94 for another Diecast review here on the channel. And today, we're going to be taking a look at Ryan Blaney and his 2016 Quick Lane Ford Motorcraft Ford Fusion for the Wood Brothers. And this is a really interesting car because it's pretty much the original livery that we usually see on the 21 car. But instead of having the red as the special color, which is the majority color, it's usually red on the top and white on the sides with red side skirts. It's a different paint scheme type of theme to it. Instead of having the red to match the sponsor, it is now blue. And I really like that. This is a really unique car and a different type of scheme for the 21. Gives you a nice variety right there. This is actually my first Wood Brothers diecast that I've gotten in my collection. And how special is it to have the Quick Lane blue version be the first one for me to get? That's a cool fact. I actually did not get the red one until later on in my diecast collecting career. So an interesting fact to know that this was actually the first one that I got, the blue Quick Lane version. This is I really don't hear a lot about this diecast. So the fact that we are reviewing it on this channel, it's really, really exciting to know that. I mean, I really like how the blue looks. The red looks cool as well, but having these two together as a set is really cool. And yeah, it's just an awesome car from his rookie year. As you can tell, rookie stripes from 2016. When I started collecting full-time. It's a really cool diecast here. And so let's get this diecast review on, shall we? You got number 21 right there. Ford Fusion. You got the Wood Brothers Racing logo. You got Ford, you have Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center. You have Ryan Blaney with the two Ford logos. You have Mal, Comp, Edelbrock, and Sunoco. Goodyear. You have NASCAR Race Car, NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. And you have that Silver Pole Award logo right there. You got Lincoln Welders, Mechanics Wear, 3M. And the Sunoco Rookie of the Year little program logo. Got a little paint chip over the window right there. You got number 21 in gold. Really cool looking gold number there, you guys. This was before the chrome foil numbers. You have Ryan Blaney with the American flag. Ford, Go Further, PPG, and the Wood Brothers Racing logo. Dave. You have Ford Motorcraft. SKF. Not trading. It's trading, not training. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus on this thing. Got SKF right there. Trading one uniform for another. That's what that says right there with the cool little wrenches. It has these stripes on the little flag design right there. Let's see what that other logo is underneath. Next to Lincoln Welders and Safety Clean, there is another logo. It looks like it says ARP there. On the back, you have Ford. Then you have FordParts.com, which is really, really crooked. You got number 21 right there. You have the rookie stripes and another Ford logo in between the rookie stripes. Just a plain white back bumper to this thing. On the deck lid, you have Ready to Serve, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center with the 21 on the roof. And now it's time to do the review of this paint scheme. So on the top of the car, you have a black outline and a white number fill-in with the iconic 21 font. And on the doors, you have the black outline with the gold number fill-in, which is actually a metallic gold looking number to this. Really, really cool. I love that. This was before they were doing the chrome foil numbers. They actually had to do just metallic wraps for the numbers to look gold or chrome. Really, really nice shine to it. Looks like legitimate paint. That's how good the decal wrap must have been. Or they could have painted it on there as well. And now we're going to get to the paint scheme itself. So on the front, you're going to start out with a blue splitter, which has a paint chip, unfortunately. A blue splitter, which is painted underneath as well. Yeah, I've had this car in the collection for quite a while now. That's why there's a pretty bad chip on the splitter right there. But not too much to worry about. You got the blue splitter in the front, which makes it look really sharp. Matches the whole blue theme of the paint scheme. And then, of course, the spoiler is big and black on the rear. Would have been cool to have the blue splitter, but they just painted it black. And this is where the paint scheme starts. Remember the splitter, how it started out as blue? Well, part of the side skirts are also going to be blue as well. Really, really thin blue stripe going across the under portion of this paint scheme, and it does not continue onto the quarter panel. Of course, you have American Ethanol right there. Just stops right before the rear wheel well. So yeah, really cool to have a thin blue stripe. Yeah, this stripe over here is quite crooked, but kind of get the idea, you guys. It's just a blue stripe that continues from the bottom portion of the car. And then, looking at the upper portion, this is where it wraps around the upper body of the Ford Fusion. So the entire hood and the edges around the hood are blue. And this blue continues all the way around. It does not wrap onto the lower side. It does go over the side pillars on the car, but not towards where the driver's window net is. It just stops right there and the stripe continues. So the stripes pretty much start around the edges of the upper half of the paint scheme. Then it ends all the way at the back. It goes all the way across the roof in blue. And of course it wraps all the way around the side windows. Right there, pretty clean, pretty sharp. And of course it continues all the way to the deck lid right there. Evenly spaced out between the very, very boxy angular hips of the Gen 6 car. And of course, it has a bit of like a dark outline to it, but I'm pretty certain that that's because of the decal package. It just continues all the way to the deck lid, but it stops right before. There's a bit of a white gap right there, which is actually how this paint scheme looks. So that is accurate. It just stops right before the spoiler, which leaves a white little gap right there. And yeah, it's a pretty simple paint scheme. There's really not much to go over with this. It's a really, really cool car. However, I do wish this car had blue rims because the red version of this car has the red rims to match the red theme of the car. The iconic David Pearson type of paint scheme, the iconic Wood Brothers deal. The rims, I wish they should have been blue because they would have matched. It would have matched this paint scheme really well. I feel like it would have added something, but they just left the wheels black. But I'm pretty sure the custom makers will give this car blue wheels, blue rims. Because it would just make it look a little bit better. So, this is a really cool diecast. We're going to get a closer look at those numbers. I really like how that looks. Look at that. Legitimate metallic gold. Very, very cool. You could almost call it a fool's gold as well. But it is intended to be gold, as you can tell. And now we're going to take a look at the 360. We'll do the 360 view of this car. So we're going to back up just a little bit just to increase the resolution here. Here's the front of the car. Here's the hood. Here's the right side. The blue Goodyears look good on this as well. Here's the right side. Here's the back. Here's the deck lid. Here's the roof. The left side, and the chassis of this car. And that is going to be Ryan Blaney and his 2016 Quick Lane Ford Motorcraft Ford Fusion for the Wood Brothers. This is probably the most obscure Ryan Blaney diecast as far as I'm concerned. This is a really interesting scheme, how they just changed the entire color theme of this car to match the sponsor. Instead of red and white, it's red and blue. I found that really cool about this car, and that's why I picked this one up for Ryan Blaney. At the time, it was my only Ryan Blaney diecast, because I was just getting started on collecting these NASCAR diecasts. But you know, this is a really cool one to have. I really like this one for Ryan Blaney. I'm a big fan of it. What do you guys think of it? Leave your comments in the comment section down below, because I really want to know what you guys think of this. This is a really cool diecast. And of course, this is the version of the Ford Fusion where it has a bit of a bigger grille, I would say. I mean, I would have to compare these molds on a different video, but this is the first version of the new Ford Fusion. I'll just leave it at that, with the big spoiler in the back. The newer Ford Fusion mold is a little bit different than this, but we'll leave that topic for another video. Thank you all for checking out this diecast review of this very cool 2016 Ryan Blaney Quick Lane Ford. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this diecast review. Comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next video here on the channel. And always remember to make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals on your diecasts.